Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Lone Star Chick Plans, and I am back today bringing you guys just a little bit of a debt update today. So if you're interested in debt payoff or paying off debt, tackling, credit cards and student loans and stuff like that, if you're interested in that kind of content, then stick around because that's what we're talking about today. And if you're not, you can still watch and maybe learn a thing or two. But I am tackling over $53,000 of debt. And so far, I am 10 months into this journey. And I think it's going okay. I think it's going pretty well. I wouldn't say it's not. I've definitely made progress in the last 10 months. And I just kind of want to bring you guys a little update as far as what happened in the month of August. So let's get started here with the first one. And so far this, well, I guess this year, as in January 2024 to now, we've paid off all of these debts. The newest one being my PAYSA number 7 that I was able to pay off in the month of August. I went ahead and paid it. I wasn't going to because it was no interest, but so is my other debt, and this one was really small and I can just get this one out of the way. So I went ahead and made that payment, and so I paid, I think it was like 200 and something is what I owed, because the payment every month was really small compared to everything else. So I just went ahead and knocked it out. So that paid that debt off, and the total of that debt was $257.10. So we are back to, I just kind of have these listed in order of smallest to largest because we are kind of doing the debt snowball kind of debt priority method. If you're not familiar, debt snowball is where you ignore the interest and you pay the smallest balance first. So you line them up in order from smallest to biggest, and then you pay the smallest one first. And then once you're done paying that off, you put that amount of money towards the next one, and so on and so on and so on. So debt priority is where you kind of basically prioritize your debts that you want to pay off in order. So I'm kind of doing that, kind of not. It just depends, I guess, on the month. But I mean, paying this one off compared to these is still kind of debt snowball. So, there's that. And also, it was kind of not priority, but priority because it was small and I needed a little win. So, so far, pretty much almost every month we were having a win until August. So, I went ahead and did that. So now what we're left with is my PAYSA number 6, which is a medical bill for a surgery I had last November. I'd like to pay it off before November, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not. I still have, a little ways to go on that here. So, not sure about that one yet. But I definitely would like to pay it off. Right now it is no interest balance, and I'm not scheduled to pay it off until 12/20/27. So I have plenty of time for no interest payments, but I definitely don't want it sitting there that long. I definitely want to get it paid off. More of a priority to get paid off is my Discover payment, because this promotional no interest promotional no interest plan is ending in March of 2025. So not too much longer from now. So that's what, let's see, I guess about 6 more months. So September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So yeah, about 6-7 more months. This one needs to be paid off, which I'm definitely sure that it will. But the next one to tackle would be my loan number 1. So my loan number 1 was a personal loan that I transferred to a credit card, but I left it as loan number 1 because I want to remember where it came from. So it was transferred from a personal loan to a balance transfer credit card so that I could save on interest. So this is no interest, no interest, no interest, and then this is my student loan, and that has interest. So the current balance on my Discover card is $3,152.10. If I just back up a second here, for my medical bill, which is the first one on the list, is $2,157.82. So my Discover is next in line, which is $3,152.10. Then my balance transfer credit card for loan number 1 is $8,856.37. Then my loan number 2, which is a student loan, and this one is interest bearing. I think my interest rate is 6.25%, and my loan number 2 balance right now is $24,060.23. Now, I didn't put the starting number here because I have paid some of this off. I put the starting number as of when I started this debt payoff journey. So if you want to be technical, it was actually more than $53,000, but I'm counting it as of when I started this journey. My balance at that time was $25,190.69. So now we're down to $24,060.23. So $24,060.23. What that means is I still have a balance of $38,226.52 of debt owing. So what that also means is that from our starting debt of $53,327.57 minus the $38,226.52, that means I have paid off $15,101.05. So that is a total debt payoff of 28.32% in 10 months. 28.32% paid off in 10 months. I'm not focusing on what I have left to go. I am focusing on what I have accomplished because that is more motivating to me. So, I know I have 60 something percent to go, or whatever the number is. I don't do math in my head, but I rather focus on the 28 and see that number going up any month. So I'm proud of this progress, 15,101.05. I definitely, am proud of that number because, y'all, that has been some blood, sweat, and tears into that number, being disciplined enough to make those payments every month. So what I want to go over next is the plan for September. So these are the ending numbers for August, which should technically be my starting numbers for September. So the plan for September is going to be, I think I am going to, let's see, so 1, 2. Okay, so it's going to be a little over 1,000 if I split this in 2 or if I split this in 3. If I split this in 2, it's like, what, 10 something? 2157, 82, 1070 or something like that. Yeah, 1078.91. So 1079 if I split this in 2. This is 1050 if I split this in 3. So I am definitely at a crossroads. I definitely have, if I have 6 or 7 months to pay this off still, my original plan was to pay Discover, then pay loan number 1, then pay this. But y'all, it will have been over a year since my surgery, and like to have that still lingering kind of bugs me. Because I feel like I should have already paid that off. But it took forever to settle the bills out, and like I haven't even really been paying this balance off for like that long. So it's only been a few months. So, in my defense, it hasn't been since the entire time. So, but yeah, I kind of feel a certain type of way about that lingering into November and then continuing on till next year. But if I can make this in 3 more months, then that will put us at like December then January, February, and then this balance I really have to get down because I want to transfer that to Discover when this is done. So that's what I really need to do. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think, continue with the plan of Discover first, because once I free up this balance, then this is good to transfer to Discover, because this promotion also ends in March, which I don't think that I will be able to pay this off by then. I think me thinking that way was really aggressive. What did we say? We have like to October to November to December to January to February to March, so like 6 months. I would have to pay almost, so like $14.76 from now until then to pay that off in time by March. I don't think that's happening. So the only thing I can do is pay this off, pay as much as I can on this one, balance transfer this one to there, and then, you know, that buys me some more time to then maybe go back and pay this, then pay that. I mean, something like that, you know. So it's still teeter-tottering between the two, but I think I really need to free up this card because I believe my balance is about $8,000 on this card. So I literally pretty much maxed this card out with doing the balance transfer, which is okay because I wasn't using it for any other purpose other than that. But it does kind of like look bad as far as like your credit limit is concerned because the card balance is so high, which is why I'd like to get this one down and maybe transfer half of what's on here so that it doesn't look as bad. But in any case, I've got to do what I got to do. But I think I will transfer. Well, I think I'm going to continue paying Discover. So if I can continue paying Discover a good amount of money, at least $1,000, y'all. At least $1,000, if not more. I think my goal will be the 1050. 315210 divided by 3. So 1051 or 1050 to make it even is going to be my goal for next month, for September. $1,050. And that will be my goal for next month. $1,050 for Discover. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. $1,050 for Discover, so this will still be next. Then I'll just keep throwing all my money at Discover. Once that's paid off, move to loan number 1. And minimums on these two. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think that's it for today's video. That's kind of where we're at. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. It's just kind of like rinse and repeat at this point and just watching the numbers go down. But I think that definitely can still make that happen. So definitely gonna be chugging along, gonna be trying to save as much as possible still and keep rolling that money over to Discover and see what we end up with. It's gonna get harder to do once, you know, the holidays start coming around, you know, starting like Thanksgiving and, you know, 2 more months. You know how that goes. It's just, you know, the holidays and hustle and bustle, which is why this month I'm getting, hopefully in September, or actually by October, I'll have my $1,000 for Christmas. Hopefully that'll be enough for Christmas for everybody that I want to shop for. And then, you know, we'll be good from there. But for now, you guys, that's what I have. So we've paid off $15,101 in debt payments. We have $38,226 to go. And that's what we're doing. So goal is another 1,000 to discover this month. Hopefully an extra 50 will help. Minimum payments on the rest, and rinse and repeat. So I'll see you guys at the end of September and give you guys another update. Bye.